Hi everyone, how's it going? It's Olga from Pendas here, day 3 of the adventure, and I'm in Crestline, California. So I'm just going to take you guys around my friend Sarah's house. I'm staying with her. Basically, who is Sarah? When I lived in San Diego between 2008 and 2010, I met a lot of amazing people, and Sarah Green is one of them. I met her because I had 3 jobs when I was in school, and one of them was working at 24 Hour Fitness in the reception, and Sarah was actually somebody who worked out there. I didn't actually work out, but she worked out. She's very athletic. Anyway, I met her there, and then we became really good friends, and now, 10 years later, I'm back, and I get to visit her. She moved out of San Diego. She moved up north, about an hour and a half out of LA, about an hour and 45 minutes without traffic, to Crestline, California. So I don't know if you guys know Crestline, California, but it is located next to Lake Gregory, which is actually like a small little Santa Cruz-like Redwoods type small town, very beautiful. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick tour of her house, and then I'll tell you guys a little bit about our adventures on the last couple of days. I haven't had internet. I couldn't get a SIM card yesterday at Walmart when we arrived in LA. So unfortunately, I was only able to record a few videos, but I wasn't actually able to do any lives as I had wanted to from the zoo and from the Balboa Park in San Diego. But yesterday I explored LA, and now we're in Crestline, so I'm going to show you around here before I tell you a little bit about the adventures I've had in the other 2 cities. So this is Sarah's beautiful house. Sarah's got 2 dogs. Tito is a dog that I know from San Diego. He's a little old grumpy man. And this beautiful, beautiful dog, he's a puppy. I don't quite remember his name. I have to double check. I just met him yesterday, so pardon me. So I'll show you guys around. So she's got kind of a lovely, kind of rustic style to this house. And as you guys can see, Lake Gregory is right over there. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. They were kind enough to take us in, to take her and myself in so we could stay with them and unwind a little bit from our journey. So as I take you guys downstairs, I'll tell you a little bit about some of the crazy adventures we've had in the last couple of days. Since I'm walking downstairs, I'm just going to kind of angle myself so I don't fall down the stairs. I'll take you guys outside so you can see me a little bit better. Give me a second. You want to come outside with me? Alright. So we're going to hang out here for a sec. This is her lovely porch. USA. Alright guys, so. Yeah. So, very quick. Couple of updates. So, we arrived in San Diego around midnight. 2 hours later, since we had a delay than we were supposed to. And as you guys saw in my other live video, I stayed with Cameron. So then yesterday, which was day 2 of our adventure, we actually, we drove from San Diego to Los Angeles around like 5 in the morning. We woke up at 4 after about 4 hours of sleep and some glasses of wine with my friend Cameron. We woke up around 4 in the morning yesterday. At 4:30 we left. We drove down LA and we got there around 6:30. Then we tried to get a SIM card. Basically, I'll tell you about those adventures in a separate video, but they sold me a SIM card that didn't work, even though I expressly talked about the kind of phone that I had, and et cetera, et cetera. We had to get our money back from the Walmart representative, so I ended up with no SIM card, no internet. But at least her 9 got internet, so that worked out. So from there, from the LA Walmart, we drove to find the Hollywood sign, because Hernan had always said, oh, I would like to, get a sign, a picture of the sign. I don't actually care if we go to Hollywood Boulevard, but I'd like to get a picture of the Hollywood sign. It's iconic, as you guys all know, in the hills, in the Hollywood Hills. So we went to go look for the best place to see it. So we asked around, and my friend Eric Kanamori from high school, he lives in Venice Beach. We messaged him and we asked, what do you think is the best place to see the Hollywood sign? And he suggested Griffin Park. So we went to Griffin Park, but we didn't really know which parking lot. We didn't realize how extremely huge Griffith Park was. We ended up parking next to a parking lot, asking a woman. She suggested the Griffith Observatory for a quick photo, but she also said there was some hidden secret way that we could take. I think it was called Beechwood Canyon. And I have a separate video that we recorded up there on our phones. We didn't have internet, but we did record it, so I'll post it later. But basically, it's this hidden way to get to the Hollywood sign through the Hollywood Hills, through this lovely little rustic village. There's Beechwood Market, and then you head up in a secret staircase. And anyways, we followed this blog that we found because this lady next to the park that told us, hey, go to the observatory first, and if you don't like that view, then go find this hidden path. She didn't really know where it was. She called her husband. He didn't know where it was. So we Googled it. So we Googled it, we found a blog, and the blog took us halfway. So we arrived there, we found it, we hiked up, but then we got lost because the blog directions were good up until about halfway through, at which point we got stuck and we started asking people. So we're up there, we meet this 69-year-old man who's walking really, really fast with a book in his hand. And we're like, excuse me, do you know where we can hike up? There's supposed to be some hidden hike here, in the canyon. And he goes, well, if you want, you can follow me, but I'm not sure you can keep up. And I have really bad memory, so I'd rather lead you. He actually had been in Vietnam, but only for 2 weeks, where a ricochet bullet hit him in the brain and splattered in his brain, and that affected his short-term memory. So he was kind of telling us the story as he's walking up the mountain, but this guy is so fast, my God. So he walks up 5 times a week to read behind the Hollywood sign, because in order to keep his memory sharp, they suggest hiking and being out in nature as well as reading in order to keep your mind agile. So if you have parents that are in their, in their elderly years, hiking and reading, highly recommended, as well as playing musical instruments and other things that I'll talk about in a different health series that we're going to publish. Anyway, so this man's like, you guys can follow me if you can keep up. We thought he was joking. And then this guy just takes off, and we're like, oh my God, we're young. This guy's 69 years old, and we were panting and running up after him, and the guy's just leisurely strolling. Anyway, so then I think he felt bad because he waited for us at a certain crossing. Then he led us all the way up to the Hollywood sign. So I'll post those pictures in a bit. Anyway, so we did that. It was absolutely amazing. And coming back, we found a lake and everything. And then we ended up going to Venice Beach. This is still in LA County. So from there, from the hike, after we got our photos and everything, enjoyed the hike, enjoyed the sun, enjoyed the trees, we took off for Venice Beach. So we went to Venice Beach because I have a friend from high school. His name's Ari Kanamori, and he was down there, and I haven't seen him in about 15 years, maybe, with the exception of one time I ran into him into a random frat party in Boston, I don't know, with one of his friends, but of course you don't really speak to your friends at those kinds of events. Just like, hi, nice to see you. So in this case, we really wanted to catch up and find out how he was doing. So we went to visit him. He was teaching a yoga class at 6:30, so he had about 2 hours to spare. We came to visit him. He took us to an amazing Thai food restaurant. It was Hernan's first time eating Thai food, so I'll show you the recipe the dish that he ordered, in case anybody wants to try Thai food for the first time. I'll give you a nice, safe noodle chicken dish called Pad Thai that you can try. Anyways, so we went to this Thai place, we cut up, and then we went to the beach. It was really lovely. And then we drove to Crestline, which is where I currently am. So what I'll be doing probably next couple of days, I'm not sure if I'll have internet on my phone, is doing Facebook Lives every which when I have internet or Wi-Fi until I get my SIM card out. But what I will be doing is recording videos from the places that we're at, as well as some tutorials on how to plan a cheap road trip. We'll share our planning with you, our budget, so that anybody who's out there who either has a student or a friend who wants to build a bilingual lifestyle, learn how to travel cheap, learn how to use your language, what language to learn, do you want to argue with the manager about a SIM card like in my situation, or if you get questioned at the airport for 2 hours like Hernan, what do you say, how do you prepare? We're also going to write you guys some scripts in English and Spanish so that we can help you guys work some through these things and obstacles that we've experienced. Anyways, I have to run now because I have to go teach a class with my awesome student Marco. He's preparing for his IELTS, and I'm teaching a class with him virtually since I'm here and I have a little bit of time resting, and then we'll take you guys later on a tour of Lake Gregory. But for now, Olga from Impendus showing you guys our little 3-week road trip, signing off. See you guys soon. Bye.